Hey everyone, welcome back to Exploring Sydney and beyond. And this is a special subscribers episode, although anyone can watch it really. But I'm taking my family on a little bit of a cruise ship holiday up to Moreton Island. It's our very first cruise for my wife and I. Neither of us have ever been on a cruise ship before. So I thought I'd bring you all along and we'll share the adventure together. Now, I'm not a very public person in terms of poking the camera around in public places. We're kind of down the corner of the ship at the moment. I don't like to poke the camera in people's faces. It's very sort of lively areas. But I'll try my best to show you around the ship and some of the views and everything. And yeah, I hope you can sit back and relax and just enjoy coming along with the adventure with us. We are on the Carnival Adventure. It's not a brand new ship, but it's brand new as in terms of being taken over by P&O. So the ship has just been retrofitted in some way or another to turn it into a Carnival ship. So quite a few improvements. I've already had a bit of a taste of the food. It's pretty good. So staff here are lovely. Anyway, sit back and relax, enjoy the views, sights and sounds. What are we all waiting for, everyone? Come on, let's go. All right, good morning everyone. So after all the glitz and the glamour of disembarking out of Sydney, we are now out at sea, and it's the next morning, well just after breakfast actually. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you for a little bit of a walk around the ship. Now we're not going to go too much in the public areas, but we're going to go as far down as we can go. I think it's deck 4, and we'll see what's down there, and then we'll work our way up. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. All right. I'm with Little Miss today. What are we going to do? We're going to take the elevator down, or we're going to go 5 levels down on the stairs? It's the lift, eh? Hit the down button. I'll hit this one. No, that one's going up. Yeah, so we'll wait and we'll go down. All right, we'll see you on level 4. All right, everyone, so we've arrived on the most lowest level that passengers can go with, without being escorted, I suppose. So what is down here on level 4 is not really too much. So we've got the medical centre, so if ever you're feeling unwell, or there's you have a bit of a trip and a fall on board, you're going to make your way down here, or you're going to be brought down here to the medical centre. And this is where they're going to treat you, first aid, etc., etc. Otherwise, from what I can see down here, they're all crew only, no admittance. So we're not allowed to go into these areas. So, and I'm with my family, so we are not going to do the wrong thing and get out and get myself into trouble. So again, you can see here, no admittance. So they're the areas we're not allowed to go. So this is the lowest level of the ship with the medical centre right there. So now I'll turn these around, and we're going to head up to level 5. I'll just show you down here. So this does go down, but again, there is a crew only admittance, so we're not allowed down there. So we will go up to level 5. And it's going to be, I think, a little bit more busier, maybe up here. Let's see what we've got going on here. I think level 6 is the busy area where all the shops and everything are. Again, we'll try not to shove the camera in people's faces. I hope we've got the waterfront restaurant advertising. Okay. So we've got the chef's table restaurant, and if I turn around over here, darling, let's go this way. All right, so we're going to go into a pretty public area here, so I'll just take us for a walk straight through it. So just down through these corridors here, I believe we've got the kids, is it the kids clubs down this way? Or was it one level up? I can't remember. So, yeah, one level up perhaps. So they've got all these little kids adventure areas where you can send your kids to, all ages, from little tiny tots right up to 15 to 17-year-old club. So it's pretty cool. Mum and Dad can have time to themselves. And you can send your kids and teens into these places. I'm not going to put the camera in there because they're, areas where only kids are, and that's not what we're going to do. But coming up to here, we've got shopping. So, duty-free shopping. We are out to sea, so, and we've got guest services. And just in the distance over there, we've got Dior. So, My daughter has just pointed out she wants to go and have a quick walk past Dior. I'm sure she wants to do a whole lot more than walk past Dior. I'm sure she wants to go inside and buy a whole lot of things and spend up Daddy's credit card, but that's not going to happen. All right.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. So here we've got all the lovely things that all the ladies like. So I know I've got a lot of female viewers on the channel, and I know you like a lot of this sort of stuff. So here comes a hard sale. Yes, darling. Oh, okay. How's that? Oh, God, okay. She's doing the, the pray thing, like, please, Daddy. We'll see towards the end of the trip, and we'll see how much money we've spent and what we can afford at the end. Yeah. These ones are pretty reasonably priced as well. I mean, we're looking sort of what, $28 and $30. Yeah. All right. Camera just locked onto something for a second there, but I've corrected it. All right. We're gonna move on? Yeah. Wow. Yes. All right, so up through here you've got Angelo's, which is lunch and breakfast and dinner through those doors. I think they're preparing for lunch right now, that's why the doors are closed. So we actually had breakfast here this morning at Angelo's, and we slept in a fair bit, so we came in right on about a minute or two before they were due to close and not take orders anymore, and they took us in. So that was really nice of them, and they, take your time, they said, enjoy, so that was really nice. Okay, so let's head down this way. No, we're going to head over to the other side. So we're just walking past duty free again. So there's two doors here. This door over here goes to cabin rooms, but this one down here goes to a few little other areas. So we've got here Luke's Bar and Grill. Few of these areas are adult only, sort of clubs and things, usually late at night. Weirdly, the kids club, particularly the 15 to 17-year-old club that we're using, they're open until 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, I would not be leaving my daughter there until 2 a.m. But not till 2 a.m. So, but that's the option. So,
Mom said I could stay up to 2 a.m.
Here we've got the Ocean Grill. And just through here, I'm going to take you up here in a moment. I think they've just finished the show, but I'll take you up and show you in a moment. All right, we'll roll the camera. There we go, there's no one coming, so hopefully there's not too many people in here, but I just want to sort of show you the Marquee Theatre.
What's the line here?
Okay, everyone. So I'll just come over to the corner here. They've just finished the show. So I think this is the largest theatre on board. Pretty amazing place to have out at sea. And behind the curtains, obviously, the stage. So we went to a comedy festival last night, which is up on the aft side of the ship, or the rear of the ship. That was pretty cool. A lot of areas don't allow cameras to go into. Now, one thing I am going to do, I am going to be taking, well, I have already booked the ticket, so I'm doing it. I'm doing a tour of the behind the scenes of the ship. So you go up on the captain's bridge, you go down into the engine room, etc., etc. I'm telling you this because a lot of you might say, why don't you go and do that? Now, I've booked the tickets. They're 195 Australian dollars for a 3.5 hour tour. Unfortunately, no cameras are allowed. Now, I'm an urbexer, so of course, you know, yeah, I can hide a camera pretty easily, but I'm not going to do that. And because a lot of you would say, why don't you just hide a camera in your top pocket on a black jumper or something? I'm not going to do that, and I'll tell you why. It's for security reasons. Now, me as an urbexer, the things I do in abandoned homes and that, I'm not endangering anyone else's lives. I'm not putting anyone else at risk except myself. So if I was to take the camera behind the scenes and show certain things that shouldn't be seen to the public in the masses, it can compromise passenger safety and the safety of the vessel in the future. There might be critical information or critical things that, you know, certain people that we don't want to see, they might see that. So I'm certainly not going to be doing anything like that. So in terms of, yeah, putting anyone else's safety at jeopardy, I can't do that. So for those reasons, I will not be sneaking a camera into those areas. So I'm sure that you can all appreciate that, because at some point we're all cruisers and we're all going to take a cruise ship, and we want safety, our own safety for us, to be absolute paramount. So that's something that I take very seriously. I will not put anyone else's safety in jeopardy, only myself. So for that reason, I'm not going to sneak a camera in, and I'm not going to show you those areas. Unfortunately, I'm sure there are a lot of YouTube videos out there that do show you behind the scenes in some of those areas on different vessels. So, but for this particular one, I'm not going to do it, and I think I've explained myself enough, and I'm sure the majority of you will respect that. All right, everyone, I'm going to show you a little bit more. So I'm going to go back to the family, and stay tuned, and we'll see what we're going to have a look at next. All right. Okay, so we've just come back towards Dior, and we're going to head up to level 7. Okay. The ship's just going through a little bit of rough seas at the moment. We're just sort of moving around a bit. So here we've got Pandora. High seas, watch and jewellery.
That was $81.
Okay, let's just wander over here. So outside deck 7 is like a smoking area, so it smells really bad out there. So, and here we've got a bar.
You said that yesterday, I remember that.
Yeah, but
Okay. So I'll just turn the camera away a little bit. I don't like to put it in people's faces. So a little bit busy here right now. Let's try and go this way. So we'll cut through the stairs to the other side of the ship. Starboard side, is that what they call it? Okay. Oh wow. So a lot of public areas through here. So here we are back in that central sort of grand area. Through there's the casino. So I'm not going to go inside the casino, but yeah. So that's what's, gaming, gambling, losing your house. That's basically what's in there. So I'll stay away from there. Mrs ESB won't be too happy if I go in there. So we'll shoot one level up to deck 8. So I'm not too sure what's on deck 8. I think for the main part it is just cabin rooms. So we'll shoot down here, down the hallway. Give you these hallways, I mean, they sort of go for ever and ever. They pretty much go the length of the ships almost. So I'm trying to do this in the little bit of spare time that I've got, because this is a family holiday and Mrs ESB's just returned to the room. She's bought some thongs and a hat and she's just going to get herself a bit more comfortable, and we're meeting up on deck 14 for a drink, probably a little bit of light brunch. So like I said, it's a family holiday. She'll get quite annoyed if I spend all the time with you guys and girls, but I definitely want to show you a little bit of our trip. Oh, a bit funky smell down here. So I don't know how far down. Let's see how far down we can really go. And the cleaners are doing the rounds at the moment. We're cleaning all the rooms. Let's see how far we can go. This looks like we might come to the end here. So we're pretty much right up at the emergency exit is there, and cabin crew admittance is there, and these are the first of the rooms. All right, so wow, I'm just going to show you. This is crazy. So look how long that is. Let me just try and zoom up. Wow, it's going to be a little bit shaky because the ship is moving. That was 11 times zoom. I do get a little bit of seasick. I haven't been on a cruise like this before, so I'm not sure. I haven't been sick yet. I've got these travel bands on both hands. I have been taking Travel Calm with ginger, which helps, supposedly. And wow, the ship's really moving right now. Sometimes you walk around like you're half drunk, but you're not. It's just you can't control your movement. And I'm drinking lemonade, a lot of sugar, not sugary drinks, but lemonade with a splash of bitters, and that's supposed to help as well. And I've heard green apples help, but I'm not using every single precaution because I'm not feeling unwell. I feel perfectly fine, but I'm definitely taking a few because once you get seasick, you kind of, it's not like a headache where you go lay down and it passes in an hour or two. I've been told that you stay sick for quite a long time, perhaps 7 days. So just walking up the stairs at the moment. I'm heading up to meet Mrs ESB. So I'm probably going to walk, get a lot of exercise if you don't take the lift.
Guys, we still haven't managed to make more friends. Are you the guy on YouTube?
Which channel are you thinking of?
The cruise one. Did you
No.
make the whole, when the cruise first opened and you went to see it?
No, I don't, that wasn't me. I actually run a channel called Exploring Sydney and Beyond, but It's an abandoned channel. I do abandoned places.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Does anyone have internet? I want to find this. I'm gonna write you into my notes. What's the channel called?
It's called Exploring Sydney and Beyond. And I do abandoned buildings, abandoned homes, mansions, drain systems, war bunkers.
What was your favourite place? Like that you explored?
Favourite place would have to have been the Children's Court.
Oh, that must have been interesting.
That was a scary place. That was the one
Scary
where
place?
you had a lot of youth gangs in there that were trawling through. But the main thing is I made contact with each of them. After the first lot, we sort of hid the first time, but after that, made friends with all of them. Let them know I was there. I was with Abandoned Angel. So she's another YouTuber I hang out with. And yeah, that was a pretty scary place though. That was mental. Yeah, so is drains. You go 1-2 kilometres up a drain pipe late at night by yourself. And the noises that you hear and bats and everything. It's pretty crazy.
Have you ever seen anything like haunted? Like looking like you're just like, no, I'm not going in there.
Angel has, but I haven't.
Has.
I haven't. She just released a video recently where she did capture a figure in an abandoned hospital.
I'm leaving straight.
Yeah, a hospital that was built in the 1800s. So that one, right in front of her. And she had a bit of a look around and she just backed away.
She backed away.
Yeah, she backed away into the light area again. That was mental.
So I probably would be able to sleep.
Yeah. So.
Sure you grab a photo.
Yeah, of course. Let's get a photo.
Get a photo. My phone's in busted eyes.
So that was pretty cool. So, g'day to my new friends, and I know you'll be watching this video, so big hello to yous. It was really good to meet yous. And here we are. Level 14. I've just gone up 6 floors on the stairs. So we're going to meet up with Mrs ESB. I think we're towards the front of the ship at the moment, so I've got to work out my way now to get to where I've got to go. Here we are. All right, everyone, I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to have a little bit of brunch with Miss ESB and my little one, and I will catch up with you all in a little bit. All right, see you soon. All right, everyone, just outside on deck 14. I just had to mute that little bit there because on all these outside party areas, they play a lot of the music, which is going to be copyright, and I can't sort of play it on YouTube. So, but Mrs ESB and the little one are just up the front of the ship here, so we're just going to head on over and meet up with them. So just down there I'm not going to hold the camera over the edge, but just down there you've got a section of the bridge where the captain is. So they've got a closed off area up here, but you can do, I think they call it the Titanic experience, where you actually go through that gate there, centre of screen, on the outside area beyond the railing, and you can basically sort of hang off the edge, so to speak. I mean, you are tied up with a safety harness and everything, and you've got a cruise supervisor there with you, but that'd be quite the experience to do as well. Certainly not my cup of tea, because although it'd be fun, I'm the sort of person that'll probably get seasick doing it, and then I'll feel sick for the rest of the trip, so I'll avoid doing that kind of thing. There's Mrs ESB and little one all the way down there. They're way ahead of me, so I'm going to do some catching up, but I'll cut the video because where they are is where the music is. So just saw Mrs ESB dance off into the side there. If you're enjoying the video, it's just a real leisurely video, this one. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hope you're enjoying the video, but this is not what I normally do. I normally do abandoned stuff, so please check out my other videos and you'll get the gist of the stuff I normally do. But this is a family vacation that I just wanted to share with a lot of my subscribers, people that really know me through the channel for a number of years now. So, all right, everyone, I'm going to cut it here because I can hear the music. All right, just on deck 15, I'm just looking for Mrs ESB. I'm just going to see if she's up here in the private members area. This is the Byron Beach Club. Thank you, Carnival Cruises. We are members. All right. Lovely. Oh, there we are. There's Mrs ESB. All right. I think it's time for a drink. All right. Okay, everyone, so welcome to our room. I'm here by myself right now, so Mrs ESB and little one have just gone back up to Byron Bay for some afternoon brunch. I just thought I'd take this opportunity just to show you our room and what a typical room looks like on Carnival Adventure. So I'm just going to pan you around here, and this is sort of the length of our room, and the entry door is about 1.5 meters behind me. So they've just made up our rooms. I mean, we've made a little bit of a mess in here already. So I've just got some of my power banks over there, and I've got another one over here on charge. So this is a fold-out bed where the little one sleeps. The smaller rooms have the option where the bed, I believe, is a bunk on top of our bed. It'd be above us here. And the room's obviously a lot smaller. So we didn't feel comfortable with that arrangement, so we opted to pay a little bit extra. And if you're not using this bed, if it's just two of you, then this is a lounge suite, and you've just got all this extra sort of space here. So, but with the bed folded out, it is really cramped, I've got to say, and I'm going to struggle to get to that door. I want to take you out into the balcony, so I'll show that to you last. Now, just turning around here, we've got TVs, coffee. We've brought our own snacks on board, so there's just a few snacks. And coming around here, you know, we've got a little fridge in there, and we've got another TV. You only get one remote, and if you change the TV channel on one TV, it changes the other TV. So it allows both of you to watch the same program, essentially, which makes sense, I suppose. It's, you know, you have one noise here, one noise there. You're not really going to be able to watch anything. So just coming back around here, this is a auto sensing light, and we just have our little wardrobe area. So a neat little idea. Mrs ESB probably won't really want me showing you this sort of stuff, but what we've done, and it makes sense, we've packed all our clothes away as such, and we use our suitcases as our dirty clothes baskets. So as the week progresses, we're essentially packing our clothes back away, but our dirty clothes, and whatever's left then obviously gets chucked on top, and we'll wash the lot. Let's go into a super quick look at the bathroom. It's really tiny. So that's basically it. We have a shower. So the smaller rooms don't even get the bathtub, but we get the bathtub with the shower, and it is, yeah, it's almost cramped, but it's very doable. So what also we have here, and this is a good thing to check when you do come into your rooms, however many people you got in your room, just make sure you got a life jacket. So in our case, there's 3 of us, we've got 3 life jackets. So should there be an emergency on board, wherever you are on the ship, the general emergency rule is return to your room, grab the life jackets, and report to your muster station, which we're muster C on deck 7. Now, you might ask, well, what about if the kids are in the kids club and where else we're on the ship? So the rules for that is we don't go and collect our kids unless you're literally right outside, but we don't go collect our kids. They've got their own emergency system where they will bring the kids to the mustering sections where the kids belong. So they've always got enough staff to do that, to cover all muster sections. And they will reunite you with your children in your own muster section. Worst case scenario, they'll do it on land, but everyone is accounted for in those situations. That's just a very brief rundown of the safety protocol. I'm going to take you out in the balcony, but I'm going to move that wretched table first, and I'll be back. Okay, so not ideal, but I've put the table on the fold-out bed just so I've got this little corridor access here that I can smoothly walk through. And we'll just open this blind here. All right, everyone. And here we are on the balcony. So again, we are on deck 9. We do get 2 chairs, a table, and obviously we get the view of the ocean. So with the direction that the ship's going, we are facing the open ocean. If I was to go to the other side, we should just see land. I think we're sailing about 30, maybe 40 k's offshore. So I'm not daring to hold my phone over the edge. We might have to go a little bit over just to get that view down there. But I'm not risking it because, yeah, if I lose the phone, I'm in big trouble. So, but that's our room. So I'm now gonna probably meet up with yous all for dinner very briefly. So we're having a traditional Australian dinner tonight in a restaurant called the Waterfront. So it just has your typical type of Australian food: steak, chips, tomato sauce. Yeah, basically that's kind of probably what I'm going to have. Maybe a bit of salad on the side. But I'll probably see you for dinner. I'm going to go and spend some family time right now, and I'll see you all, well, in about 2 seconds, but it'll be tonight. All right, everyone. Bye. Hey everyone, and we're just going to have dinner here at the Waterfront restaurant. So Sonia, tell us what you've ordered tonight.
Barbecue pork chop.
Barbecue pork chop. Wow.
Vegetables.
Well, and vegetables. Well, I don't like vegetables very much. So I've gone with the braised beef biscuit. Is that it? Brisket. So it looks very lovely. But this is an interesting drink. What's that called?
The Tahitian Sunset.
A Tahitian Sunset. That is an alcoholic drink. I'm only drinking the orange juice, but I'm on a few little medications so I don't get seasick, so I don't want the alcohol to mix with all that. But I hope you're enjoying the series so far. We're absolutely loving cruising on the Carnival Adventure. It's been awesome. So the staff are amazing as well, so definitely check it out. If you ever consider cruising, definitely check out the Carnival Adventure. You're going to have an absolute ball of a time. So anyway, look, we're going to get tucked into some of this. So I'm going to see you a little bit later, probably tomorrow morning when we go on land at Moreton Bay Island. So I'll see you there. All right, everyone. For today, good night.
Good night.
Hey everyone. So if I was to give you a bit of advice about cruising, probably one piece of advice would be watch your stuff. Now, it hasn't happened to us, but an elderly lady came up to me earlier today and we were sitting and she said, have you seen a small blue handbag? And I mean, we looked around and there's nothing there. I said, no, I'm sorry, we haven't seen it. And she said, oh, it's missing. I think it's stolen. And I said, someone might have handed it in. I said, have you checked with the, with the local bar here? She said, I have. I said, have you checked with guest relations downstairs? She said she had. And she asked a few other locations and no one's seen it. So presumably it's stolen. Now, so just make sure you keep an eye on your things. If you're going to go in the pool, if there's someone sitting out of the pool while you're in, maybe get them to watch your things, another friend or family member, or don't bring it with you if you don't really need it. In the rooms, we do have safes, so like our wallets, and we're carrying our passports for this trip, so they're all tucked away in the safe. We don't carry anything valuable that we leave around. So, and like I said, it's a shame I've got to talk about this, but it's something that will totally ruin your trip, So definitely keep an eye on your things. Don't just, a lot of people fall asleep and sunbathe and whatever, and their phone is on their side, and you wake up and it's gone, So just be mindful. That's basically, what I'm saying here. Just be mindful of your things. So, and yeah, I don't want to be negative, but these things happen. Like I said, one in every crowd. So, yeah, just thought I'd share that one. All right, everyone. Otherwise, we are having a fantastic time. We are second last night of the cruise. I haven't done too much filming. We've just spent some quality family time together. Went on Moreton Island today, which is probably the photos that you might have seen already just earlier in the video. So, but do I recommend cruising? I do. And I'm not wearing my, I'm not wearing my wristbands. I've taken them off and I haven't worn them for nearly 24 hours now and I've been totally fine. So anyway, all right, I'll talk to you all in a bit. Bye. Well, good morning from our cabin, everyone. It's the fourth day, second last day of our trip. And we've been getting tossed and moved around all night since we went to bed. Hasn't been a really good sleep, to be honest. I've been getting woken up multiple times, just with noises throughout the ship and everything. I'm just going to take you outside briefly. It is really, really rough and really windy. Just see if we can have a bit of a look over the edge here. We've got a really big swell that's, wow. I'm going to hold on to this just a little bit. And just looking towards the back of the ship there. Yeah, absolutely crazy today. Hey everyone. Haven't really done any filming today. The weather has not let up at all. I'm holding onto my hat for dear life. I'm up here on deck 17. I think I'm all by myself up here. No one's game enough to come outside today. But I hope you liked my little family holiday. I just wanted to share some bits and pieces with you. My wife didn't want me to do any filming on Moreton Island. It's a family holiday, so I've got to respect her wishes as well. The channel is my hobby, but I share what I can, and it's getting a little bit late at night now. We're going to tuck in. We're getting off the boat tomorrow, but please give me a like and a comment below. I hope you enjoyed it. We're all sort of feeling, I won't say seasick, but I'm definitely wearing my bands. I'm definitely taking travel calm. So I did do the tour, the behind the scenes tour. It's worth every cent. If you get the chance to do that, definitely do it. It's awesome. I even got up on the bridge, met the captain. Some sensational views. I wish I could take photos, but you're not allowed to have your phone or cameras or anything up there. Wow, it's so windy I can barely stand. But yeah, from being up on the bridge right down to the lower decks below the sea line or below the ocean, yeah, that was pretty cool. Big shout out to all the staff at Carnival, including the staff that's not at the front, the guys and girls that we don't see that are behind the scenes. And that's what this tour shows you. It shows you, how everything works and what effort they go through, which is absolutely extraordinary, to make everything so comfortable for us. The only thing they can't do is change the weather. That's just something we've got to all put up with. But they make it as pleasant as possible. So big thank you to them, and big thank you to all of you if you're still watching. I can't even walk right now, it's that bad. So I might try and leave some pictures and things at the end. I've got some raw footage from our balcony of the ocean. It mightn't look, it's like you're filming a hill. It never looks as steep as it is in real life. It's kind of the same. The ocean doesn't look as rough in real life as it does in real life. The swell is between 4 and 5 meters as of this morning when I did ask the captain personally. We are traveling a lot slower. We've got a 40 knot headwind that we're traveling into. We've barely got a 1 knot current in our favor, and we're traveling at roughly 11 knots, and 15 to 16 knots would be more desirable in favorable conditions. So that just gives you a couple of figures. If you understand that terminology, you can always convert knots to kilometers per hour or miles per hour. But I hope I'm not yelling, but I feel I need to. It's so noisy and windy out here, it's crazy. But I'll leave you with a few photos and pictures. Again, thank you for watching if you're still here. And I hope you enjoyed my short little family holiday. It was our very first cruise. We've never cruised before, both my wife and I. Never ever, nearly 20 years of marriage. So, and I'm 47 this year, so it's the first time that we've taken the plunge to do a cruise, and it was only a short one, just to see how we go with it. But we loved it, and will we do it again? Yeah, we will. And there's a few lovely people that we will definitely make mention of when we get the review to fill out. It really helps. It helps with them when their names are made mention on reviews. So if you ever get a review for doing a cruise, fill it out, make some nice comments. Remember the names of those people that were good to you. All right, everyone, I'm heading back to the room before I get blown overboard. All right, well, hopefully not. Okay, everyone, get out there and explore your world, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Wow. Take care and bye-bye.